Derek, it's almost time for our restaurant reservation. Are you going to finish work soon? Should I go in first?
Is it that time already? I was taking care of some things and lost track of time.
You're still working?
Well, not work exactly, more like personal organizing. It's going to take a bit longer, so you can go ahead and eat at the restaurant, Kate. I made the reservation after all.
I'd feel a bit embarrassed eating alone at such a fancy restaurant. Please come as soon as you can. It's the special place you reserved for us.
Don't worry, I only made the reservation for one person.
What? One person? What do you mean?
I mean, enjoy your meal by yourself. I'll finish up what I need to do in the meantime.
Wait a minute. You told me you reserved a nice restaurant for my birthday. Isn't it for the two of us to have dinner together?
No way. Who would want to have dinner with a 40-year-old woman? I reserved an expensive restaurant with a time-consuming course meal as an excuse for your birthday, so I could buy time to prepare moving out.
Moving out? Wait, I don't understand what's happening. What do you mean? Why are you moving out?
You still don't get it. I'm leaving home. I'm going back to my parents' place first, then finding my own place to live alone. But it would be annoying if you were here, right? I don't want you trying to stop me.
Of course I'm confused. I haven't heard a single word about you moving out, and suddenly you're telling me you're leaving and that you made a reservation at an expensive restaurant on my birthday just to get me out of the house so you could prepare. Derek, this doesn't make any sense. We had dinner together just last week and everything seemed fine. What changed?
Nothing changed. I've been planning this for months now.
Months? So all this time when you were asking what I wanted for my birthday, you were just, setting up this elaborate scheme?
Obviously, I needed everything to look normal until the last minute.
But why? What happened to us? I thought we were happy.
Happy? Maybe you were. I've been miserable for years.
Years? Why didn't you say anything? We could have worked through whatever issues you had.
There's nothing to work through. I'm done with this marriage.
But this is so sudden. At least give me some explanation. Is there someone else?
No, there's no one else. Not yet anyway, but there will be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Since we're here at this point, let me be clear. I don't intend to end things like this.
Like this? What are you talking about?
There's no way I could spend the rest of my life with an old lady like you. You're turning 40 and becoming more and more of an old lady. Despite your age, you still haven't had a child. You know how much my mother's been hurting by that, don't you?
Yes, she's asked about grandchildren over and over again, but that's because you kept saying you didn't want any children yet. We've both been busy with work and hardly had time together.
Don't blame it on work.
That's not what I meant. That's why I was so happy when I heard you'd reserved an expensive restaurant for my 40th birthday milestone.
Sorry to get your hopes up, but thinking I'd celebrate your 40th birthday with you? You're quite the optimist. You don't even try to stay young, yet you have the nerve to expect me to celebrate your birthday?
Age is something we can't help.
That's exactly what I hate, which is why I'm leaving. I can't deal with you anymore.
Does that mean you want a divorce?
Obviously, I'm going to start over with a young, beautiful girl. You should try to find a new man too. Although, you won't be able to catch a good man. There probably isn't anyone who'd be interested in a 40-year-old woman anyway.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. That's why I'm preparing to move out right now. My mom is helping me. So you go enjoy your long meal and take your time coming back. By then, only the divorce papers will be waiting for you in a room without me or my belongings. Sign the divorce papers and submit them right away, okay? So I can remarry a young girl soon.
Wait, I can't deal with this so suddenly. Let's talk this through properly.
It's a waste of time to talk it through, so request denied. I need to start looking for a new wife now. Well then, enjoy celebrating your 40th birthday, all alone and miserable.
Wait, Derek? Derek! I thought we were happy together. Was everything a lie?
Not everything, just the parts where I pretended to be content with our life.
What? How can you do this to me?
Whatever. Now, are you gonna go to the restaurant or what? I need you out of here so I can finish packing.
I'm coming home now so we can talk.
Don't bother. I won't be there when you arrive.
Derek, please, don't do this.
Too late. It's already done. The divorce papers are on the kitchen counter. Have a nice life, Kate.
Excuse me, Kate. What is the meaning of this? Declining the invitation to Derek's wedding when we went out of our way to invite you. It's been a while. Do you really think there were people who would happily attend the wedding of an ex-husband who one-sidedly announced a breakup without any discussion? My son thought he'd share some happiness with you and specially made a handwritten invitation for you. I've put our marriage from 3 years ago behind me. Getting an invitation now only causes me trouble, so I decline. Besides, I have an important engagement that day. An important engagement? More important than my precious son's wedding? Such a thing can't possibly exist in this world. I think there are plenty of such things. Anyway, both schedule-wise and emotionally, I cannot participate in my ex-husband's wedding, so please give up. Let bygones be bygones. If you keep dwelling on how he abandoned you, you'll never be happy. I'm happy after the divorce, so don't worry about me. You don't have to put on a brave face. I'm very happy to be free from a mother-in-law who would show up unannounced every week on my precious day off, nitpicking about housework, children, and how a wife should behave for her son, making a mess of my home, and from a husband who dumped all of that on me alone while he spent his days off on his hobbies. What kind of way is that to talk? You're making us sound like the villains. I didn't say you were villains, I just stated facts. And if that makes you think you're villains, doesn't that mean you were aware that what you were doing was wrong? You're as argumentative as ever. I'm so glad my son divorced you. His new wife is gentle, knows her place as a wife, and above all, she's a proper lady that comes from a wealthy landowner family with class and dignity. A proper lady? I was wondering what zoo he searched worldwide to find someone to remarry him. And it's a proper lady? I arranged the matchmaking meeting for him, and my boy managed to achieve marriage. That's my son. Unlike you, heading straight for being an old maid at 43, my son is still attractive enough to be recognized by a 22-year-old young woman at 43. I guess young people now would call him a hot older man. A hot older man? Anyway, Derek and I have prepared a seat for you, so make sure you come to celebrate on the day. With a wedding gift, of course. I told you I have something important that day. Are you listening? Even if you prepare a seat, I can't come. You're just bitter that my son found someone so young and beautiful. I assure you, bitterness is the last thing I feel about Derek. Then prove it by attending his wedding. Show everyone you've moved on. I don't need to prove anything to anyone, especially not to you or Derek. After everything we did for you, Derek gave you the best years of his life. The best years? He abandoned me on my 40th birthday without warning, leaving divorce papers on the kitchen counter. Is that your definition of giving someone your best? He simply realized you weren't the right woman for him. That's life. And I've realized how much better my life is without both of you in it. That's also life. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have preparations to make for my important engagement.
Kate, it's been a while. I'm glad to see you looking well. I was worried about how much you'd age after being dumped by me.
It's been a while. What do you want? We're strangers now, right?
Yet you kept my contact info despite saying we're strangers?
I just forgot to delete it. We haven't been in touch for 3 years, so it wasn't worth the effort to delete it.
You say that, but you probably still have feelings for me, right? I understand. After all, I'm the kind of man who could remarry a 22-year-old, fresh out of college.
Oh, right. Congratulations on your marriage.
You can come to the groom's waiting room if you'd like. I just saw you inside the venue. Mom said you declined, but you can come after all. Huh?
I didn't come for you.
Stop acting. It's not cute when you're a woman over 40, so just be honest.
I am being honest.
You don't get to visit such a luxurious wedding venue very often, so you should be grateful I invited you. Oh, I'll introduce you to my new wife, too. Don't leave feeling miserable because she's young and cute, okay?
I won't leave. Today is an important day.
That's right. You have to celebrate my important remarriage. Well, ideally I would have secured the most luxurious reception hall on the top floor, but by a hair's breadth, some company president secured it for their wedding, so we couldn't get it. Welcome to my wedding. More luxurious than when I was with you. You'll be single forever anyway. Let me introduce you to my 22-year-old wife.
Let me introduce my husband, too.
Huh? Husband? What are you talking about?
I'm just saying if you're going to introduce your new spouse, I'll introduce mine, too.
New spouse?
Haven't you figured it out yet? It's been 3 years. I have the right to remarry too. Like I said, today is an important day. A very important day. My wedding day with my new husband.
Wait a minute. Today is your wedding day? And you've remarried? And you're at this venue? Which means your venue is here? But today, there's only supposed to be 2 weddings, mine and some company president, using the top floor reception hall.
That's right. We're the ones using the top floor reception hall, though he's not a company president.
What do you mean?
My new husband is a doctor at a hospital. His father is the hospital director, so I guess you could call him a president. The hospital director and the owner of this venue are good friends, and my husband's father arranged the reservation for us. I wonder if that's why the rumor about a company president spread.
That's not the point. I don't want an explanation about the president. How could someone like you remarry a doctor?
How? I suppose I could say it was thanks to you.
What does that mean?
Remember 3 years ago when you made that restaurant reservation to buy time on my birthday?
To prepare for moving out.
That day, I immediately canceled the reservation and went home, right? In the end, you had already left before I got home, so we couldn't talk at all.
So what?
Well, my husband happened to be at the restaurant at that time. The restaurant was fully booked, and when I canceled, my seat became available to him. He wanted to thank me, so we exchanged contact information, and about a month later, we had a thank you dinner, which was the beginning.
There's no way such a convenient story is true.
I think it was a surprising encounter too, but before major operations, he likes to eat his favorite shrimp dish at his favorite restaurant. It's like a good luck charm, and on that day, he had a sudden, difficult, and long operation scheduled. So he took a chance and went to the restaurant as a walk-in. I like shrimp and seafood too, so we hit it off over our food preferences.
And what led to remarriage? With an old lady like you? With a doctor who performs operations and is the son of the hospital director?
I was honestly embarrassed to have a wedding at this age, but he insisted, and my husband is the next hospital director, so it's an opportunity to introduce me as the director's wife to various people. Plus, it would be difficult to have a wedding after this.
Why?
Because once childcare begins, it's not so easy to find time to prepare for a wedding, is it?
Childcare, you say? What are you talking about? That's something old ladies like you have nothing to do with.
I'm actually pregnant. 4 months now.
What? You're lying. That's impossible. Women your age can't get pregnant that easily.
I was surprised too. Given my age, I'm taking extra care of my body. And I think the mental stress of meeting you isn't good for the baby, so shall we leave it at that? I want to be happy today, so let's both have happy weddings, okay?
Wait a minute. I won't allow you to have your reception in a higher place than me. Trade venues with me.
If you can pay $100,000, be my guest.
$100,000? Is that top floor that expensive? That's twice as much as ours.
The top floor has panoramic views of the city. It's quite exclusive.
This is ridiculous. I was supposed to have the best wedding today. Everyone was supposed to see how much better my life is without you. Hey, don't be jealous because I'm marrying a young and cute girl. Give me back my bride.
What are you talking about? Anyway, it's almost time for my ceremony, so please don't interfere.
My bride is missing. She's not in the bride's waiting room anymore. You were jealous of her age and did something, didn't you?
Why would I need to be jealous when I'm this happy?
My mom said she saw you talking to my bride.
And?
You must have said something unnecessary and made her leave. My mom told me that my bride was crying. What did you do to my bride?
She's not your bride, and she was crying because she was grateful to me.
What?
I heard about everything from her, that today's marriage was something that you and your mother, along with her mother, forcefully arranged. She has a boyfriend she's dating, and she wants to marry him.
But she had a matchmaking meeting with me.
She went there without knowing it was a matchmaking meeting, and you forcefully turned it into one, right? She said that once she realized it was a matchmaking meeting, she officially contacted you to decline.
But I spent a lot of money to get married. I gave a betrothed gift to her mother, and this wedding cost all my savings, $50,000. Her parents approved of the marriage, so how could she run away now?
That's because your mother and her mother are good friends who just thought it would be fun to play together as a family if their children got married. They were just proceeding with that kind of casual attitude while ignoring her wishes. She said even today she was forcibly brought here by her mother.
Where did she go?
Who knows? If I told you, there would be no point in helping her escape.
So you did help her escape.
I heard sobbing from the bride's waiting room next door, listened to her story, advised her to get some fresh air, and just showed her a corridor where she could get outside without being seen by anyone. Her face was a mess from crying, and she was all puffy. And girls care about that kind of thing.
You had no right to interfere in my wedding.
I didn't interfere. I simply helped a distressed young woman who was being forced into a marriage she didn't want.
She was just having pre-wedding jitters. That's normal.
This wasn't jitters. She told me she's been seeing her boyfriend for 3 years, and they've been planning to get married after he finishes his degree.
That can't be true. Her mother assumed she was single?
Her mother either didn't know or chose to ignore her daughter's relationship. Either way, the girl was miserable at the thought of marrying you.
She could have said something earlier. Why would she wait until the wedding day?
She told me she did try to tell you multiple times, but you and both mothers dismissed her concerns as nervousness.
That's not true. She seemed happy during our dates.
What dates? She said you only met twice, both times with your mother's present.
That's not important. The point is, we had an agreement.
An agreement she was forced into. Is that really the basis you want to start a marriage on?
But my wedding.
What's happy about a marriage without the person's consent? What you're doing is terrible. I recommend you have a talk with the mothers who are getting carried away on their own.
I thought I could marry a young girl and have lots of children.
You make it sound like you only see marriage to a woman as a tool for making children. I can't possibly imagine a bride being happy with that kind of thinking in a marriage.
But having children was always my dream. You know that.
No, I didn't know that. You always told me you weren't ready for children when we were together.
Because I knew any child you had would be high risk. I was waiting to find someone younger.
So you lied to me throughout our marriage about something so fundamental?
I didn't lie exactly. I just didn't tell you the whole truth.
That's the definition of lying, Derek.
Whatever. None of that matters now. What matters is that you've ruined my wedding day.
I didn't ruin anything. I simply helped someone avoid making a terrible mistake.
What am I supposed to tell all the guests?
The truth might be a good start, although I doubt you're familiar with the concept.
Well then, you're pregnant, aren't you? I've decided to give you another chance. Let's announce our remarriage in that top floor reception hall.
What are you saying? You were the one who abandoned me first, right? After dumping me, now that you've been dumped, you want to get back together with the woman you threw away? That's beyond convenient.
It's okay. We were married once, so I'll definitely work it out. I'll even raise the child in your womb as if it was my own real child. And now that you know we can have children, we can have a second one together this time.
I refuse. You and I are over. If you continue to be persistent, I'll consult with my legal advisor and take legal action.
Wait, Kate. At this rate, I'll have no wife, no money, just a single hot older man?
Well, isn't that good? If you're a hot older man, surely you'll find a good girl soon, right? Just don't be forceful next time. It'll end up like this again.
I'm sorry. The hot older man thing was a lie. I haven't been approached by anyone in 3 years since we broke up. That's why I resorted to matchmaking as a last resort.
I figured as much. Always demanding youth from women, but never bothering to improve yourself as a man. I wonder why you had the confidence to marry a young woman.
Please, Kate, let's try again.
Are you serious? After everything you've said and done, you expect me to consider taking you back?
People make mistakes. I made a mistake.
A mistake is forgetting an anniversary or saying something thoughtless in an argument. What you did was deliberately cruel and calculated.
I've changed. These 3 years have taught me a lot.
What have they taught you exactly? That it's harder to find a young, beautiful woman to marry than you thought? That's not growth, Derek. That's desperation.
No, I've learned a lot. That age doesn't matter. That what we had was special.
You're only saying that because you've been rejected and are now facing humiliation in front of all your guests.
That's not true. I've missed you.
If you missed me, why did you wait until today to say anything? Why did you proceed with plans to marry another woman?
I was too proud to admit I made a mistake.
And now your pride has cost you everything. That's not my problem.
Kate, please. We can start over. Your doctor. He can't love you like I can.
You're right about that. He loves me far better than you ever did.
But I can change.
It's time for my ceremony, so I'm putting away my phone now. I'll block you and delete your contact info. I'm going to be happy. I have plenty of allies. My husband, his family, and my family. The lonely me who waited alone in front of a restaurant 3 years ago is gone. If you try to do anything to me again, be prepared.
Wait a minute. Kate, you're all that I have left.
I'm afraid not. You're the only one I don't need in my life going forward.
Please don't do this. I have no one else.
That's a consequence of your own actions. You chose to throw away our marriage without discussion. You chose to belittle and insult me. You chose to try to humiliate me by inviting me to your wedding. Now you face the consequences of those choices.
What about forgiveness? Don't you believe in second chances?
I do believe in forgiveness. I've forgiven you for my own peace of mind, but forgiveness doesn't mean allowing someone to hurt you again.
I promise I won't hurt you again.
Your promises mean nothing to me anymore. Goodbye, Derek.
Kate, please, don't leave me like this.
It's ironic that you're saying that now, isn't it? Wasn't it you who left me alone with divorce papers on my 40th birthday? Sometimes life comes full circle in unexpected ways. I blocked his contact info and headed to the ceremony and reception with a refreshed feeling. Apparently, he tried to come to the top floor reception hall but was stopped by the staff. After that, his colleagues and juniors from work whom he had proudly invited to the wedding found out the truth. And he's having a hard time at work. The mothers who got carried away were severely scolded by their husbands, who had been in the background until then. And now they're not given the freedom or money to go out and play anymore.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.